What if I told you that a Chinese AI startup just released a model that rivals GPT-4, completely open source, and it costs 95% less to run? This is DeepSeek R1, and it's causing absolute chaos in Silicon Valley right now. Meta's stock dropped $200 billion. NVIDIA lost $500 billion in market value, and AI researchers are calling this the most important release since ChatGPT. I'm going to break down exactly what makes this AI different, why tech giants are terrified, and what this means for you. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about what DeepSeek R1 actually is. DeepSeek is a Chinese AI company that just released R1, a reasoning model that competes directly with OpenAI's O1 model. But here's the kicker. It's completely open source and free to use. Now you might be thinking, great, another AI model, what's the big deal? Here's what makes R1 special. Number one, it matches or beats GPT-4 on multiple benchmarks, math, coding, and reasoning tasks. Number two, it was trained for a fraction of the cost. We're talking $6 million versus hundreds of millions for comparable models. Number three, it runs on less powerful hardware. You don't need thousands of expensive NVIDIA chips. And number four, the code is open source. Anyone can download it, modify it, and build on top of it. This is like Tesla open sourcing their entire autopilot system. It's unprecedented. So why did this send shockwaves through the tech world? For years, the narrative has been that AI requires massive computing power, billions in funding, and access to the world's best chips. American companies like OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic have been dominating because they had the resources. DeepSeek just proved you don't need all that. They achieved breakthrough performance using cheaper Chinese chips, a smaller team, a fraction of the budget, and more efficient training methods. This challenges the entire foundation of the AI arms race. NVIDIA's stock crashed because investors realized, wait, if you don't need as many GPUs, maybe NVIDIA isn't as essential as we thought. For developers and businesses, this is incredible news. You can now access frontier-level AI capabilities without paying OpenAI's premium prices. The API costs are 95% cheaper. But there's more to this story. Now, before you rush to switch everything to DeepSeek, there are some important things to consider: security and privacy. This is a Chinese company. If you're handling sensitive data, you need to think carefully about where that data is going. Censorship. Early testing shows R1 refuses to answer certain questions about Chinese politics or sensitive topics. That's a red flag for an open model. Long-term availability. Will DeepSeek remain free? Will it stay accessible globally? We don't know yet. Accuracy. While benchmarks look great, real-world performance can differ. Some users report issues with specific tasks. These aren't deal breakers, but they're important considerations depending on your use case. All right, let's get practical. How can you actually use DeepSeek R1 right now? Option 1, the website. Go to chat.deepseek.com, create a free account, start chatting immediately. It's that simple. Option 2, the API, sign up for API access at platform.deepseek.com. Get your API key, use it just like you would. OpenAI's API, pay a fraction of the cost. Option 3, run it locally. Download the model from their GitHub. You'll need a decent GPU or use CPU mode for smaller versions. Follow their setup guide. Full control, zero API costs. Best use cases right now: complex math and reasoning problems, code generation and debugging research and analysis tasks, educational tutoring, anything where you need step-by-step thinking. The model actually shows its reasoning process, which is incredibly useful for understanding how it arrives at answers.